Tsim Sha Tsui, or simply TST as it is often abbreviated, has for decades been one of Hong Kong's premier commercial and tourist hubs, with myriad things to see, do and eat. This effervescent neighbourhood on the southern tip of the Kowloon Peninsula boasts a wealth of mid and high-end shopping opportunities. But the area's real charm is as an international melting pot and one of the most diverse neighbourhoods in Hong Kong. If you're on the hunt for mouth-watering international bites with a side of inspiring culture and history, all backdropped by the most spectacular views in the city, then you're in luck, because these are the top 5 things to do in Tsim Sha Tsui. 1. Gorge on some of the best Indian food in the city at Chungking Mansions. Hey guys, thank you for joining me in this bustling neighbourhood that is Tsim Sha Tsui. Now, despite all these flashy skyscrapers and malls that line the streets around here, it is interestingly this slightly tired looking building behind me that is the most iconic of them all. And while today it is known for its mouth-watering food options, its reputation hasn't always been all that savoury. After opening in the early 1960s as a residential cum commercial building, Chungking Mansions soon degenerated into a hive of nefarious activity. Home to drug and gold smugglers, sex workers, you name it, in the 70s and 80s, it was all going down here. It wasn't until the 1990s that, with increased security, the building started to clean up its reputation. And today it is most notable as a haven of multiculturalism, with well over 100 nationalities living throughout its 17 floors. Here you can experience cultures and cuisines from Africa to Southeast Asia, but it is the Indian food for which the place is perhaps best known today. And wandering around this labyrinth of shops and restaurants, sampling the food and even picking up some ingredients to take home is an experience that we highly recommend when in this neighbourhood. Oh my gosh, thank you, wow. So we've come into one of the restaurants and we're in for a bit of a feast here. I've ordered some vegetarian korma, some chicken tikka masala because I'm British and that's basically the English national dish, and some garlic naan. So let's dig in. It looks and smells absolutely out of this world. Can't wait for this. That's so nice, so creamy onto the masala. Oh my, that's an incredible chicken tikka masala. The spice is on point, and I know that because it's ever so slightly strong for me. Lovely, almost fruity sauce, and the chicken is just cooked to perfection.
Inside have potatoes.
Oh wow.
Inside have potatoes.
Excellent.
You can eat with sambar, chutney, coconut chutney. Very nice.
And that's a masala dosa.
Yeah, masala is called masala dosa.
Excellent. Thank you so much. That looks incredible. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be absolutely stuffed after this. I can tell you. Let's try this. Really, really good. Really good. If you're after authentic Indian cuisine, this is the place right here in Chungking Mansions. Wow. If you're anything like me, you're probably going to want to walk off all that incredible food. And luckily, TST is home to arguably the most spectacular strolling spot in all of Hong Kong. 2. Take in the best views of the city along the TST waterfront. Tsim Sha Tsui's waterfront offers quite possibly the most spectacular walk in the city, with uninterrupted views of Victoria Harbour and that skyline. The promenade itself is beautifully designed, with a number of notable landmarks as well as Hong Kong's Avenue of the Stars, making it perfect for a breezy stroll away from the sometimes cramped city streets. If a night view is more your thing, the area is the perfect place from which to view the famous Symphony of Lights, Hong Kong's nightly laser light show that showcases the city's iconic skyline in all its illuminated glory. Tantalize your taste buds in Hong Kong's Koreatown. We've made the short jaunt over to Kimberley Street, and this is the epicenter of Hong Kong's Koreatown, and it's the place where in the 1960s a lot of the Korean migrants who came to Hong Kong settled down and opened up shop. Needless to say, this is the area that you want to come to for anything Korea related in Hong Kong, and these streets are lined with shops selling everything from kimchi to K-pop memorabilia. There are also plenty of restaurants around here serving up some damn good Korean cuisine, and I think I'm just about ready to fit in some more food, so let's give it a try. Can't beat a bit of bibimbap. It's lovely. Bulgogi roll. Yummy. Now let's go from kimchi to culture by checking out some of the museums that abound in this part of the city. 4. Expand your mind at one of TST's numerous museums. Tsim Sha Tsui is the museum capital of Hong Kong, with 4 of the city's top museums, namely the Hong Kong Museum of Art, Hong Kong Space Museum, Hong Kong Science Museum, and Hong Kong Museum of History, all located within walking distance of each other. This means that whether you're looking to gaze into the past, gaze at incredible art and innovations, or just stargaze, Tsim Sha Tsui has all you need to ignite your passion and broaden your outlook. And in case all that wasn't enough to secure TST's status as a world-class museum hub, the eagerly anticipated Cup Noodle Museum arrived in the neighborhood in March 2021. 5. Enjoy the journey of a lifetime on the world-famous Star Ferry. The Star Ferry has been carrying people across Victoria Harbour since 1898, and today is undoubtedly the most iconic form of transport in all of Hong Kong. There are two routes in operation, from TST to Central and Wan Chai respectively, and the 10-minute crossing offers some of the most incredible views in the city that can be enjoyed from nowhere else. Over the years, the ferry has received tons of accolades, including being listed by Nat Geographic Traveller as one of the top 50 places of a lifetime. And on top of that, it comes regularly and it's cheap as chips. So let's end the day by enjoying the ride.
And that concludes our top 5 picks in Tsim Sha Tsui. Do you agree with this selection? Let us know in the comments, and either way, we hope this video inspires you to explore this fascinating hood. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it will help us a great deal to continue to bring you these videos, and I'll see you again soon on Hong Kong Hoods.